Fine. Fantastic. Okay. Right. So maybe beginning, few people are again new to the testing. So I have to go with the beginning. Okay. Right. So the overall, we are going to understand about the manual testing and the AI testing. And even we are going to understand about the automation testing using Playwright. Okay. So first of all, we want to understand about IT Talent Hub. It's a largest independent community in UK, and we are almost 10 plus years of services in London, UK. And currently our office is in near to the Ilford railway station, just 5 minutes walkable near to the Elizabeth railway station. Okay, we have dedicated recruitment team. Once we are done, completed with the training, we are here to support you for the recruitment, nothing but the placement. Okay, so already we have the community like more than 1500, now close to 2000 people are in our community. This is actually the old data. Now currently close to 2000 people are associated. Especially our focus is mainly on the training, networking and the recruitment. This is what our core services. Okay. So if you want to understand about our client, these are all the major clients. Okay, so we have the Department for Education and the Cocario and the LGP, nothing but London General Practice and Myco, Test Partners and Transform. These are all the only we kept with the major clients, and still we have larger other clients also. Okay. Yeah. So maybe if you are asking, IT Talent Hub is always reflected with the success factor. These are all the people got placed in our recent, maybe within 30 days or 1 month, we can say these are all the people we are got placed. Okay. So nothing, it's not like only on the testing, even we have the data science and then security and the other courses. So these are all the combined together on all the success factor. Okay. So, but we have the dedicated recruitment team and also the support for the placement. That's what we are able to succeed with these many people in a month on the placements. Okay. Yeah. So next one, yes, why IT Talent Hub? Always we are on the top on for the quality and trainers already, as I told, I'm having already 19 plus years of experience like that. Approximately we have almost like 15 plus years of experience with the trainers. Okay. And the curriculum is designed especially for our UK market, and all the materials are, we are preparing our own materials for you, simplified material and best material for you. Okay. So as I told in the previous slide also, almost we are placing minimum 10 plus students per every month. Okay. So last month data also I have showed you. That is also one of the great success factor. Even though the market situation, we are always targeted to place as much as student from our side. So yes, exclusive job assistant program, and the people are available with us to support you to get the job. Okay. So even later on, we have the specific slide. I will explain you. We will explain you. Okay. So we have already linked with the top consultancies and the company in the UK. So that's the reason we are able to succeed. Otherwise, it's not simple to gain the job opportunity. So we have the dedicated people, dedicated recruitment team who are all working with the different consultancies and then the companies. So they will have grab the job and then they will help you to apply. And even we will also apply on behalf of you to make the success. Okay. So once even you are getting the maybe the call or even the interview also, we are here to help you with the next stages. Maybe if you are getting some technical interviews and then the assignments, even we are here to help you to complete that with the successful factor and then move forward to the next stages. Okay. So also we have the live projects with the startup company that is also provided, and you will get the support from us. And as I told you, once you are getting any interview preparation, once you are getting any call or initial stage also, once we are completed with the trainings, then we will start with the interview preparation with respect to the current market trend. And then even once you are applied and getting the calls also, we are here to help you for cracking the job with respect to the job description and giving the proper tips for how to attend the interview, because that is the basic things. So how to clear the interview with respect to your job title and the next stages, and including the technical rounds on the tasks. Okay. Fine. Till now, any doubt, any clarifications, any questions till now? Any questions? Can you proceed? Yes, fine.
Yes, yes.
So first we will go with the software testing demo. Okay. So testing in general, first we will start with the manual. Okay. Because so some people, don't worry, some people already told that I'm already experienced with that manual testing, and you are some people told that we are familiar with some of the tools, so don't bother. If you are already experienced with manual testing, you are going towards the next stages, which is nothing but if you are going to join with AI testing or automation testing, you will be moved directly. Okay, but whoever coming from the core background, maybe saying that I don't have any experience, we have to start with the basics. Then we will be going with the manual testing because we want to understand about the core concept. What is the software? What is software testing? How to perform the things with the basic sequences. Okay, so those are all the primary things for us. So first we will understand about the manual testing with what is a software testing, what are all the principles of testing, why we want to do the testing. Okay, so suppose if you are if I'm asking about a question like what is motivated for you on the testing, or how, what are the core components to understand about testing? Anyone, can you have any answer for it? If you want to become the software tester, then what is the core component for you? If you are doing any soft testing, what is your intention? What is your intention?
Basically, to check the functionality of an
Check the
application or
functionality
something.
and identify all the defects associated with the functionality. Okay, so a tester means it's nothing but we are here to certify the application. We are here to test the application with respect to the requirements, whether all the requirements are working properly with respect to the client or customer expectation or not. Okay, so that's what our core component. Okay, so for that, first of all, we want to understand about what are all the core components in the testing. Okay, so we want to understand, even there are some 7 principles of testing. Even you have to understand about the principles of testing. Okay, see here, you want to, I'm not going in depth. Okay, so just to understand, so you will be also understanding about what are all the principles of testing. Okay, there are 7 principles. The core concept is that testing should identify the defect. Okay, the testing should identify the defect. Okay, so then you will be also understanding about what are all the different levels of testing, types of testing. Okay, what are all different level? Initially, you will do the functional testing, and then component, individual component testing, then integration testing, then system testing, different levels of testing, and what are all the different types of testing. Okay, so if you are asking about how many types of testing, how many types of testing? There are hundreds of types of testing. There are hundreds number of types of testing. But if you are asking whether we want to understand about all the hundreds, no need. Only we are going to understand about what are all the exactly things needed for you. You are going to understand about only those types of testings. Like example, exploratory testing, ad hoc testing, risk-based testing. Okay. So only you are going to focus on the 4 types of testing, what is exactly needed as per your job role. Okay, so then we want to understand about how to prepare the test plan, how to prepare the test cases. Okay, so what is the basics of software methodology, like what are all the different software delivery models. Okay, so okay, anyone knows about some different software delivery models as of now? Anyone? Software delivery models, anyone? So like waterfall model, agile model, V model, right? So there are n number of our core, few things are very core to understand whenever we are working on the testing or the software delivery model. Okay, methodologies. So we want to go through that particular methodology also. Also, we have to understand, like this one we are already talked about the types of testing, how many types of testing, but still we are going to learn about what are the 4 types of testing we want to understand. And completely you are going to understand about the agile delivery model. Agile delivery model. Why we want to understand about the agile delivery model? What is the reason we want to understand about agile delivery model? Anyone? What is the reason we want to understand about agile delivery model? Why? Earlier, we are very much familiar with waterfall
Waterfall
model,
model.
waterfall
Yeah.
model. But nowadays, every company are expecting with which
Agile
model?
methodology.
Agile methodology. Because what is the reason? There are n number of advantages. Agile means agility. Agility. Okay, we can withstand for the new changes. We can make new changes. We can adapt for the new requirement easily. Okay, we can move from one particular platform or one particular concept to the other concept also. It should be flexible for you to make the framework or the adaptability should be more convenient over there. So agile means adaptability and fast to the market. Okay, so that's what we are following the agile methodology. Okay, so here completely you will be able to understand, and even we have the, I will just show you 1 second. Okay, so just I will show you few things. See here. See, completely you will be able to understand about what is agile framework, and how exactly as a test engineer you are involving in the agile team, and how is the deliverables happening from the beginning, from beginning to the end, and what are all the different roles available, like who is scrum master, who is the product owner, what is the team responsibility, and who are all involved in the team, and what is a sprint. Everything we are going to understand in our training. Okay, so completely 1 or 2 session will be part of understanding on the agile and working towards the agile delivery model. So this is going to happen in the session. Okay, so you don't want to worry about already I'm knowing about anything on the agile or not knowing, nothing needed. Only the thing is you have to be attentive to the session and learn from the session. That's it. Okay, so agile delivery model, even if you are using with agile delivery model, then the next immediate one is with the tool. Okay, with the tool. Even initially, we are going to learn with the how to write the test cases in the Excel. Okay, using Excel, how we are going to prepare the test cases. Okay, what is a test case? How to prepare the test case? What is the requirement? From the requirement, what is a test scenario? Okay, how to prepare the test scenario? From the test scenario, how to write the simple test cases using the Excel, you are going to learn. Okay, so completely you don't want to bother. From the scratch, you will be going to learn from our syllabus. Okay, so then even you want to understand about how to create the defect, how to create the defect, because as a test engineer, your responsibility is to test the application and to identify the defect, test the application and identify the defect. So you will be moving towards how to detect the defect, and then how to rise and handle. Normally we'll call it as a defect management. So how to handle the defect also we are going to learn. Okay, right. So once this is done, and then even you have to understand this is through the Excel. Okay, the same thing you are going to learn from the Jira as the tool. What is that? Jira as the tool. Okay, just a moment, please. What is this called? What is this? What is this one? Anyone? So
Is that a
Jira.
test management
it's
tool?
a Jira. Okay, what is called a Jira? What
Basically,
is
it's a
called a Jira? Sorry,
ticketing tool,
not only ticketing tool. Okay, it's a
project
management
management
tool.
tool.
It's a
Yeah, project
management tool. It's a
management tool.
project management tool. Fantastic. It's a project management tool. Okay, so I cannot say this as a test management tool, because this Jira itself having the entire future facility to handle the project from the beginning to the end. that too, especially with respect to the agile terminology, especially with respect to agile terminology. Why we are talking about the agile terminology? Because here you are able to see all the facilities. Like, see here, we have the backlog. Backlog is nothing but the requirement. We can create all the requirement. See here, I can create the all the requirements. Okay, so bug. See, issue type, nothing but I can create a task. Task is nothing but the activity for the resources. We can create the story, epic, okay, and bug. Bug is for the defect. So the Jira is not only for the like ticketing tool or the test management tool. Jira is used for the project management tool. Jira is used for the project management tool. So completely you are going to understand it from the initial setup, because this is the cloud one. Just 10 minutes you can able to set up with Jira, and completely you are going to work with the Jira and able to do some hands-on activity, and you will feel confident. Yes, I'm able to do the end-to-end activity as per the test engineer role with using Jira as the tool. Clear? Okay. So here, even see here, these are all the backlog item, which is nothing but the requirement. Okay. So this is the Jira board. Jira board means nothing but you have to understand all the content. Okay. Okay. Just a moment, please. Okay. So now using Jira as a test engineer, you are going to do lot of activity. What are all those lot of activity? What are all those activity? What are all those activity? One second. This it's got struck up. Okay. So what are all those activity? As a test engineer, what is the major responsibility for you? Writing the test cases.
Writing
Writing
the
the
test cases,
test cases. Okay.
raising the
So
bug defect.
rising the bug, writing right. Okay. So you the first priority is to the first priority. Okay. So second. Still. Okay. So to create the test cases. Okay, see here, you are having the option to create the test cases, because already we are created. Just I will show you how to create the test cases. See here, if you are clicking on new, create new test cases, it will open the content, and then you can able to fill all the necessary information. Just I will show you. See here, this is already created test cases, like details, and then prior precondition, okay, and priority. Yes, everything will be available. Then this is the tab to keep your test cases. Okay, step by step. Earlier, we are showed on the Excel template. Okay, the same thing, the same structure. Okay, nothing, anything different. The same content you are going to create in the Jira. Okay, see here, just the same process. If you are familiar with Excel, then doing in the Jira, it's not at all a big deal for you. Okay, maybe you don't say that Anna always whether we have to go with the Excel and then to the Jira. No, nothing like that. Directly you can able to create every content in the Jira. No need to use Excel. But just for your understanding, initially we will create the test cases and defect in Excel and then with the Jira. Okay, but completely you are going to work on hands-on work with the Jira. Okay, clear? Yes. So once you are created with the test cases, okay, also understand there are two types of test cases you can able to create. One is step by step, another one is BDD Gherkin. This one I'm just another 2-3 minutes I will explain about the BDD Gherkin. Okay, so this is the test case you are created, and in the execution, okay, you have to create the test lab. We have to create the test lab for this, and then once you are created the test lab, then it will be available for you to execute. Okay, so I will just go and show you that particular piece also. Okay, so here, to here. Okay, so then once you are created, even this is the BDD test. Okay, this will look like this. See, behavior driven development model. Okay, even as per our syllabus, you are going to understand the BDD test process, because this is nothing but even as a business person or the other non-technical person can be easily able to understand the BDD test process. Okay, it's a very good trend in the market to able to understand and write the BDD test process. Okay, see here, it will follow the given when then. Okay, Gherkin cucumber. Okay, cucumber Gherkin format. This will be followed with the cucumber Gherkin format. Gherkin is the language. Okay, cucumber is the framework. So we are following this particular structure and the syntax also to write the BDD test process, behavior driven development test process. So you have to also understand about the BDD test process. Okay, so got it. Right. So this is the overall we are going to do it. Okay. See here. Right. Right. So this is what overall we are going to complete with the manual process, recording bugs, everything, and even mobile testing, mobile application testing, and database testing also covered. Okay. So this is what the manual part, and then we will be going with the AI part, AI testing. Okay. I will be moving towards the AI testing. This is already covered with the Jira. Okay. So here, what is AI? Okay. So anyone, can you please tell me about what is the importance of the AE testing now? What is the importance of the AE testing now? Why people are interested? And what is the evaluation now? What is the evaluation now? Yes. What is the evaluation now? Yeah. So how many applications you are able to see with the AI now? AI trends and maybe the market trend on machine learning algorithm and the AI applications? Anyone? Anyone? Just to be interactive, please. Be interactive, please.
I
Anyone?
think all companies are moving to AI now.
AI
So
now? Okay. Yeah.
yeah,
What is the
so
reason? What is the reason? What is the reason? What is the
Basically,
reason?
it reduces
Has like so
some of the manual
Yeah.
effort.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I said it reduces manual effort and
Hmm.
we don't
Hmm.
need to do any repetitive tasks.
Okay. Okay. So many advantages on that. Okay. So many advantages. Now, if you are going to the some of maybe any chatbot and other any things. Okay. So if you are asking any information, immediately you are able to get it. Immediately you are able to get the information. Suppose now even for automation testing, if you are not aware of the logic or the maybe the program, if you are just asking any AI related software, that will pull out your program and then just it will give you simply on the answers. This is what the program, this is the logic exactly. Got it? Yes. So we are in the advanced mode, but the applications are developed with machine learning algorithm and the AI. But do you think that the developer, whoever developing the application, they are very much well enough to test all the thorough applications? They can able to do it?
no.
Is it possible? No. Okay, the same way already earlier in our regular software development also, people thought of the developer can able to develop the application and only the developer able to test the application. Okay, but later stage they are also understood about, they are also understood that is not at all possible. That is not at all possible because they identified a lot of problem. They are identified lot of problem. The similar way now the trend also, they are able to develop the ML algorithm and ML concept and AI application, but they need the very strong test engineers to test the application properly. Application properly. Okay. So sorry, these are all or I have already been. Okay, right. So maybe if you are asking about, okay, so who can learn this course for AI testing? Yes, for manual and the AI also related to the manual only. Okay, you don't want to bother anything about the special, maybe the languages and the additional stuff. No need. Only it's related to little bit Python also. You are not going to write anything on the code or any other technical stuff. Completely, it's related to the manual only. So for AI testing, definitely non-IT professional, student, housewife, and IT professionals. Okay, but even for the other automation also the same category, because we are going from the scratch, but from our training, most of the training, okay, so non-IT people, student, housewife, and IT professional are always welcome. Okay, right. So if you're asking about what are all the available job offer for the AI testing, we are targeting about ETL tester and database tester, ML tester, AI tester, and data tester, data engineer in tester. These are all the different title and the job we are able to see from the market. But if you are asking, already there are a number of job, means the jobs are started coming out. Okay, maybe within another few months you will be able to see most of the job related to the ML data related tester and then AI tester. Okay, so it's damn sure like very few months. Okay, the market is completely moving towards the AI and the ML and these kind of areas. Okay, and even with the automation side, Playwright is the best tool. Okay, so this is the one. Right. So we have to also understand about the content in the AI. Okay. So course we are going to cover with the introduction to AI, characteristics of AI based system, and machine learning algorithm and overview, ML data. And then these are all the topics, performance metrics and neural networks and testing AI based system, because normal system is different. Testing the AI based system is different, because we have to understand first of all what is the AI and the ML and what are all the different algorithms. Then only the test engineer is eligible or capable of doing those kind of testing. Okay, so we want to understand about AI specific quality characteristics, and we want to understand about what are all the different methods and the testing techniques available for that. Okay, and even how to use AI for testing. Okay, so this is also very much interested topic, how to use AI itself for testing, because sometimes maybe if I'm asking you, write some few test cases. Okay, write some few test cases. Immediately you can able to go with the GPT and chat GPT, and then you can be able to you can able to ask the queries, and then you can able to produce a n number of test cases directly. Okay, so using AI itself for testing is one of the great benefit, and the tools and framework also available for AI. Okay, and even we are once the training curriculum and the syllabus is directly related to the ISTQB syllabus. ISTQB syllabus. If I'm just opening and showing you about the content, okay, you don't want to bother about this one. Directly, we are able to. This is completely aligned with the ISTQB AA testing syllabus. Okay, so once you are completed with the training, means you are expected, you have to register and you have to pay the fee for the AA test engineer, and then you can able to take and complete the certifications. Okay, but this is a separate part from your side, but the training is associated and the syllabus is framed with related to the ISTQB certifications. Okay. Yes. Right. So job opportunities, we spoke about ETL tester. The salary range is up to like 35K to 40K, and a data test engineer related to 40K, and lot of big companies are now available. See, consider the previous trend to the market. Nowadays, the big clients are available like Barclays. See here, the lot of clients, HMRC, Capgemini, lot of big clients. Okay, so ML tester also. What is ML tester? What is ML? Machine learning.
Machine learning.
Machine learning. ML is the machine learning. Okay, so we are going to understand about what are all the machine learning algorithm, how to use the different concepts. Okay, this is the salary 40 to 50K. Okay, Gen AI tester. These are all the jobs associated with the AI testing. Okay, so this is what we have to understand. Just quickly, I will go with the major content. Okay, So now even what is the exactly needed for the test engineer in the AI means already lot of big companies are involved in the AI and they are developed a lot of software, but lack of testing, they faced a lot of failures and then there are n number of penalties and rework happened and due to that maybe the million and the lot of millions are wasted towards those software. So that's the reason now the market expectation is we need to test thoroughly on the AI testing because whatever now it is involved on the medical, okay, or the financial things are very critical for the decision and the results. So we cannot just simply throw the outcome to the end user. That should be thoroughly tested. So that's the reason we are focusing more on the AI related testing. Okay. So completely we have to understand on the four reasons. So what are all the reasons? Okay. So here, what are the failures? Why the projects are getting failure? Unclear business objective and poor data quality and lack of collaboration and lack of talent. Because this is what now the fourth point is majorly available now because they are not having the proper skilled people to do the testing also. Okay. And poor data quality because everything is now related to machine learning training and the testing the data is related to the data. Okay. So I'm going to showcase with you one of the sample content, then you will be clearly understanding about what is exactly happening over there. Okay. So these are all the simple steps. I will just quickly go ahead with what is exactly needed. Okay. So these are all the implementation details. So first of all, you will be I will go through this one low. Okay, so you will be selecting the algorithm and then whatever as part of your outcome, first of all, the business will decide what is your exactly the algorithm and the concept needed. And then we will be training the model with the training the data. Okay, especially everything is here with the data. Why the data is important here? Because you want to train the model. It is basically it's the blank mind. Okay, maybe you can say the brain. Okay, empty brain. So you have to make the empty brain into the super brain. How? By training with the lot of data set. Training with lot of data set. That too with quality data. If you are trained the data with the impurity data, then this will behave unexpected outcome. So you have to clean the data, cleansing the data, and then train the data, and then still you have to validate the data, and then we need to test the model. So these are all the these are all the process which we want to understand and to follow as part of AI testing. Okay. So here even I can able to show one of the example from here. Okay. Right. So this is the already the application is available. See here. Once again, just to go to this application. This is one of the AI application, the existing application. Okay. So one moment. See here. Okay. It's loading. Okay. Meanwhile, even I want to demonstrate with one of the yes, it's schema. Maybe once completed, I will go ahead with the next topic. Okay. Right. So now, what is this one? This is one of the AI related software application which is giving you the predictions, for the patient data. See here, suppose just we will navigate towards this data and we will understand. See here, okay, this is one of the patient data. Okay, so here predicted treatment values, clinical probabilities. Okay, so predicted patient state. What is this? Mortality. Okay. So how much percentage of impact the software is analyzing the patient impacts based on the current data. See here already they have the data and based on the data they have to predict with the which one? Mortality. Okay, see here, mortality. How they are able to predict? That's what they are training the data. That's what they are able to train the data, and then the application will analyze if these parameters are available, then this is the percentage of impact on the mortality. Got it? Okay. So how this is possible? Through the training the data with the ML model and with the algorithm, and then only the application will be able to predict. Even I have one of the other exact project. I will able to run that and then I will able to show for you. Okay. Any doubt, any questions till now, please? Any questions till now, please? These are all the exact data. Maybe if you are asking how this application will be able to work, means definitely we have to need the exact proper data. Then if you are training this particular application ML algorithm and model with the data, then only it is able to predict with this accuracy. Otherwise, this outcome won't match with your expectation. Okay, then it's like completely the application is misbehaving or it's wrong. Okay, that's what we are here to understand and do the proper testing and to say which is right or wrong and whether they are taken the right algorithm or the model or it is not as per the expectation. Okay, till now clear or any questions, please? I'm going to showcase with another example. Okay, I'm just opening. Please let me know if you have any questions till now. Anyone? Okay, yes. One moment, please. Okay. So even if you want to understand, this is what the structure, okay, artificial intelligence and then machine learning and deep learning. Okay, so the first layer is ability of a machine to imitate the intelligence human behavior. Then the machine learning is nothing but allows the system to automatically learn and improve from the experience is the machine learning. Then the deep learning is nothing but the machine learning that uses complex algorithm and deep neural nets to train a model. So that's what these are all the structures and the sequences. Okay, so deep learning, machine learning, and artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence. Okay, this is the things which we are going to understand. So how we are going to learn means this is the structure. But before to that, just I want to run one particular project outcome and then we will go towards that. Okay. Yes. So just to closing this. See here. Here we are having the and this is a Jupyter notebook, but you don't want to bother because this is nothing but the one of the IDE. Just you want to use it. Okay, you are not going to develop anything. As I told you, it's like the next layer of manual part only. Nothing like you are doing any of the automation or the great things over here. Just you want to understand and use the concepts. Okay, so just I'm opening one of the already existing content. Okay. Yes, okay. See here, these all are already the available libraries from the Python where we are exactly using it. Okay, so you don't want to worry about whether you are going to develop. No, we are just using it. Okay, from the Python libraries. Okay, so just you have to run. You have to run to import those. Okay, shift enter. Okay, right. So this will be executed, right? Once it is got executed, I have already the data set because here, as I told, the data are very much important. See here, the data are very much important. See, this is the data set here. One moment. This is the data set. 1 second, I'm opening the data set. Okay, see here, this is the exactly available data. This is the exactly the data. Okay, using this data, we trained that particular model. Okay, so for to do the COVID prediction, we are already having whether the patient having the breathing problem, fever, dry cough, sore throat, running nose, so many impacted parameter we are considered, and if these all are available yes or no, based on that the COVID-19 is predicted. Based on that, the COVID-19 is predicted. For that, even we will take these data from the different data source, and after we are taken the data, we have to clean the data, because this data we cannot use something invalid data. So this data clarity and the purification of data is very important, because as I told, the model should give the proper answer or result is based on how you are given the quality data for training. If the quality data is not available for the training, we are not expected the model to be trained properly and give the result accurate. Okay, so you are able to understand from the training, don't worry about it. Okay, so now we will be executing the content. See here, now we are executing the content. Now I'm able to execute this particular downloading the data also already downloaded. Okay, now even this will be executed, and the data, see here, whatever we are seeing there with the breathing problem, fever, everything we are now imported here for the project to consider. Okay, then these are all like just nothing but the shape and the row and the content. Okay, so columns, these are many columns are available. These are all the information. Okay, so everything is available here. Okay, and then even you want to understand about, okay, here we are able to understand about how many things are, any missing values are available, whether the data is having the quality or not, everything we are able to understand from here. And here even this is nothing but the some of the graph level we are able to understand. So how many COVID-19, yes or no, okay, these are all the data we are able to see from the content, from our data. Okay, so what is the outcome, why we are able to do this? Okay, one second, I will go to the main core part. I don't want to waste your time much. Okay, so here, yes, I want to do the encoder basically. Okay, and after the encoder, we want to do the, now we are converting this yes or no to the numerical 0 and 1, because our algorithm has to understand from this content. So that's what we are converting. That's what now the ETL concept we have to here also understand how the ETL, okay, extract, transform and load, because I cannot use the data as is. Whenever needed, I have to convert the data based on my requirement. That's what even you want to understand. Whenever you are working with the ML or AI, the core background part is on the working on the data. That's what even we showed. Even you can go for the data engineer or data tester or backend tester also, because you are also going to learn with the those core concepts. Okay, or some of the basic needed concepts. Okay, yes, see here, this is what it is converted here, and based on that, here we are able to see all the content, okay, see, yes, now going forward. Okay, so here maybe I don't want to run everything. So here we are going to see the correlations or the relationship between the data, relationship between the different data. Okay, so how many people are having the fever, cough, and what is the relationship between one parameter to the other parameter. Okay, and then here you are able to see some of the mean square or the other content. Okay, whereas this will give you the exactly on the content of how the algorithm is used and what is the outcome. Okay, yes, right. So this is what it is, what is logical regression, okay, logistic regression, how the concept of the content will be used here. Okay, so what is the purpose of this algorithm and what is the outcome this is giving up? If we are running, this is giving the score value. Okay, this is giving the score value and the accuracy of the algorithm. So why we want to understand about the accuracy of the algorithm? Because based on the high end of the accuracy only, we are going to take that particular algorithm and implement into our solution. Because suppose if you are seeing any of the meter or any of the instrument, high performance instrument only you will be taking forward to the next category. So the same way here, we are going to understand about initially with a different algorithm, and what is the outcome, what is the performance metrics for the algorithm. Accordingly we are picking up those algorithm. Okay, so that's what we are using different different algorithm here, and then we are running all those algorithms parallelly, and then we will understand which one is performing. This is nothing but this is already the content. Okay, so which algorithm is already giving the best outcome, then we are going to implement only that particular algorithm. Only we are going to implement that particular algorithm. Okay, because that's here. Even you are able to see here. Okay, logistic regression. Okay, nearest and the random forest tree. Okay, all are implemented, but still, which one is given the best one? We are going to implement that particular model. Okay, random forest model. Okay, see, that is the highest one. So whatever is given, see here in this R2 score comparison, random forest tree given the highest one. So that's the reason they will implement the content which is given the highest performance, see, ROC score comparison. Which model is performed very well? That particular model we will implement, and then we will find the solution. Okay. So that's the reason, even as a AI tester, we want to understand about what is the data, what are all the ML model, and what are all the algorithm available. Okay. Then accordingly, we are going to implement and see the outcome. Okay, so here, based on the situation, I'm not running the outcome, but this is the overall learnings from your side for the AI testing. Okay, so any questions, please? If you are running this particular one also, based on the answers what you are providing, exactly it will give the answers whether the patient can expect the COVID symptoms, yes or no, or whether the patient can be expected with the COVID or not based on the inputs. That's what the content and the training the model and testing the model. Okay, so here two things we want to understand also, how exactly we have to train and test, because training is 80% of the data and testing is the remaining 20% of the data, so that we are also validating whether my trained data are performing whenever I'm asking the results with the proper output or not. Okay, so any questions, please? Any questions? Anyone? Any questions? So are we clear with what is the importance of the AI testing now? Or what is the evaluation of AI and ML algorithm? And why we want to do the thorough testing on the AI applications or ML applications? Anyone? And as I told you clearly, we are not going to write anything on the script or automation side or AI. Only you are just going to run and then see whether it is coming with the expected output or not. So there is no any more technical part involved in this particular training. Yeah. Any questions, please? I want the interactions, please.
So how we can run the test?
Just I have executed no here. Yeah, already that one we are going to help you, because we are just going to set up with small applications like Anaconda Navigator and Jupyter Notebook, and then the remaining things are developed by the developer only. We are going to take those scripts and then just we want to run and see the outcome, and then we also understand, okay, that's the reason they are implemented this particular model. Okay, because this is the most performed model. That's the reason we are taken that algorithm and implemented. Okay, so this is the same way. I have just running, no, the same way you can also run and see the outcome here. Here, you are not going to develop anything. You are going to use and see the outcome. That's it from the AI testing. Any questions, please? I want the interaction, more interaction. Srija, Navita,
So just
anyone,
want
Ajay?
to know which applications mostly used like AI testing.
See, lot of applications, healthcare predictions application, okay, anti-money laundering applications. There are many number of financial and now the healthcare applications. There are n number of financial and healthcare applications. see now everything is predictions only. Okay, even if suppose if you are asking any doctor, if a doctor is giving the proper maybe the observation, the doctor should be more senior and more serviced person, then only he can able to give the proper outcome. How come? Because he knows about, if he's seeing the physical appearance or the observation, he can able to understand everything thoroughly. The same way here also, everything is based on how you are training the model with the large number of data set. Okay, then the model will be trained properly. Then you have to also use the testing methodology to use for properly on testing the model, and then it should give the proper outcome. If both are matched, then your ML model and application is perfect. Okay, so the areas are definitely, we can say, n number of things now, mostly towards the medicals and then the healthcare and then the financial sector, largely used with the ML and then the AI applications. Okay, see now even if you are able to see the job market, no, many of the people are started asking about the ML developer and the AI developer. Correct, no? AI engineer, ML engineer. Okay, even specifically on the testing side also, ML and AI test engineers. Any other questions, please?
So these test engineers, do we have to know Python or
Completely
how
not
do
at
we
all
test
needed.
it?
See, already everything is inbuilt. Suppose we are not
Okay.
going to develop any functions, nothing. Okay, already the developer developed the functionality and the ML model. As I told, we are just getting those information, we are running the information, we want to see the proper outcome, how the decisions are made. Suppose I'm asking you, you are a class teacher, how you are given the first rank for your student. Okay, so what is our answer for that? We are evaluated the marks among the students in the class. Whoever got the highest score, we are given the first rank. Clear?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
The same way here also we are performing with the parallel ML models. Which model has given the more output score? Then we are picking that particular model to the second stage. Again, we are training more on that particular model and testing the model. Then we are implementing that model. So our approach is towards that.
So is that a manual testing? I'm not very clear. What is the tester doing here?
Actually, the tester should be doing with the almost with the manual testing, but the tester should understand how the developer are considered that algorithm and implemented. Here we are not going to decide anything, but as a ML and AI test engineer, we should know the basic content. What is that algorithm? What is the outcome of the algorithm? Why they are taken this linear model or regression method? Okay, so we have to understand about that core part. That's it. We don't want to know very in detail, nothing. So that's the reason we told this related to the manual only. Not like anything automation or you need too much on Python. Even you don't want to need too much on
Can I answer the
database
question
also.
as well?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, please.
Can I answer that?
Please, Sriram. Yeah,
Hello?
please, Sriram. Yes, Ji.
Okay.
Yeah,
Amma, can I
Sriram,
answer
maybe.
that question as well?
Yeah, please, Ji. Please.
Okay.
You can
So
speak,
who
please.
asked this question? Is it
Srija.
manual testing? Who asked that
Yeah,
question?
it was me.
Srija.
Srija.
Hi, Srija. Yeah. So yeah, that's a good question because I mean, what Ahmed said is correct. But to just add to that, so see, AI testing is it can be done manually. Okay, just I'm telling, it can be done manually because of what you have to do is, as Anna said, you need to test the model, and in the testing the model also there are a lot of things. Okay, as he said, the accuracy of the model. Okay, which is very first thing that you need to test, and the second thing is the prediction of the model. Is it predicting the? Is it predicting? It will predict. Okay, and you have to agree with that because it is using the test data that you had given. Okay, so it will predict. Okay, there's no problem with that. But the problem here, there's two problems. One is, first of all, are we giving the right data? and are we getting the right predictions? Because end of the day, who is using it? Business is using it. So we have to test that whether the prediction that it is giving is matching what the business is expected to do it. So for that, you need to use our manual testing skills and domain skills and expect. Example, we are saying that a specific example, the Anna showed a specific person who is more than 75 years or 80 years having a high mortality. So we expect using our your own calculations that the mortality of that guy is a little bit more compared to the mortality of 23 years, provided having the same health conditions. Now,
so those trend analysis our developers are doing. We don't have to do anything.
yeah, they will do the analysis. Exactly. They will do the analysis, but we have to test whether using our own skills, the prediction, we are expecting that 70 years person should have got a greater mortality rate. And we expect that. And go and check that the model come same. If it is coming the same, it's okay. If that's not coming, then there are two problems. Either the model is wrong or the data is wrong. Okay, because they had given a wrong data or the model building is wrong. Okay, so then we need to go on further analysis. That is one thing. So yes, like this we can test using our manual testing skills. But the problem is we sometimes, example, we are doing a complex things. Example, we are doing a complex thing. Then what we do, we have to use some kind of SQL. For example, we need to do some SQL coding to get some. Example, we do the same thing. We have to use some SQL skills. So sometimes we may need to use some SQL skills, or sometimes we may need to use some AI test data generators, because to get the data also there is some other tools. Okay, so we may use multiple tools to do the same context of testing, and that is where sometimes we may need to learn SQL and all this kind of things. Okay, but if that makes sense, is that making sense?
Yes, yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Sriram. Yeah. Any other questions?
Okay.
Please. Yeah. Right.
Anybody else? Any other question? Okay. If not, now I will share my screen because we'll jump into Playwright. I think we don't have much time because we got I think maybe 20 minutes. Guys, we'll try to finish by 7:30. So we have 20 minutes of time, but and we will try to put as much of time possible for our questions. So, okay, guys, just to quickly come through this Playwright. Okay, I think we are talking about AI, and I'm very much like that topic. I don't want to change the topic, but I have to, because we also have to tell about AI Playwright. But my point of view, my passion is towards AI. Okay, I'm very honest. But yes, automation testing is also if some of you want to learn beyond Selenium, if you're very, very keen on automation testing, if you love automation testing, if you want to go to automation testing, yes, we have Playwright. That's what I'm discussing. But I don't want to confuse you people. I'm very clear. If somebody is starting a new career right now on testing, okay, and for those people, I would suggest go for AI testing. Okay, and again, somebody don't want to do a lot of coding, go for AI testing. If somebody have little bit of time and they really have a lot of passionate towards AI and ML, and if they're like young, go for AI testing. Okay, the other way around, somebody is very good at coding, they can learn this one. Somebody have Selenium and automation experience, go for Playwright. Somebody is very, very good at coding and like they want to go into as that level, you can go to a Playwright. Okay, both have good opportunities, but based on your background, you need to take a decision. If you need advice, you always can ask us. So getting that clarification out. So I'm talking about Playwright. So Playwright is the next generation tool for automation testing, because if you take tools like Selenium and Cypress and everything, that days are gone. So what Selenium does, it uses all the Selenium browser, and it uses recorders, and it goes Selenium Java, Selenium client, and we have a lot of things called Selenium grid and all this complex concept. Because I personally worked in Selenium for 10 plus years. but I hate Selenium right now because it is not the way that the now it's not the latest, it's not the next generation tool. Okay, because nowadays everything that you are building is microservice architecture. Most of the development that you are doing using front end using browsers. Back end, you are using APIs. For that, you need to use different API testing. And somebody is doing something else in database, they is separate. So every test is separate now. Most of the UI is done through JavaScript and Node.js and Angular and React. That is how the things are going on. But now, why Selenium is why Playwright is good? Because Playwright is written in JavaScript. Because almost all the front end technologies nowadays they're written in JavaScript. So JavaScript is the thing that people are using, and the Node.js is the engine behind it. What is Node.js? Anybody know what is Node.js, guys? Anyone know what is Node.js or JavaScript? Anyone? Guys, anyone know about Node.js? JavaScript?
Like for the website, if you want to do any actions, you use JavaScript, like HTML, CSS, and CSS for the looks and HTML for the structure, and JavaScript for you want to do any actions. You want to do any actions in a website when you create a website. That's all I know.
Yeah,
And
very good. Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
that's correct. Like
website, yeah.
HTML. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah. Use JavaScript, HTML, CSS. But yeah, that is up to that is perfectly right. But now because JavaScript is so famous, now JavaScript went into a next level called Node.js, which is like a Java kind of. So it is not only used within the browser, they're using beyond the browser as well. Okay, so beyond the browser, example you can see here, this is all JavaScript. They're using JavaScript for coding itself. It is become like a Java. Okay, that's why it's called Node.js. So Node.js, as you said perfectly right, is a JavaScript within the browser is called JavaScript, but outside the browser you use it, then that's called Node.js.
Okay.
Okay, makes sense? Yeah, now what is this JavaScript? That's because people are using Node.js and JavaScript. Now this Playwright is also uses JavaScript. So people in a company, they don't need to use multiple languages, they can use JavaScript. So what we teach as a part of the course, I'll talk about the demo in a minute. But for this, there's some ecosystems, guys. It is not much because nowadays we have this what you called we have the AI is coming, writing the code. Even if you go to ChatGPT, don't tell to anyone, guys. It is a secret. Don't tell this to anyone. Okay, when you go to interview, don't tell this. Okay, but if you want to write a small JavaScript code, okay, like example, you want to write a JavaScript code. Example, you want to write a JavaScript code for login script. Okay, now you need to do anything. Okay, just open ChatGPT. How many people use ChatGPT here? Anyone?
Yes.
Raise your hands. Who use ChatGPT? Okay, Sija use ChatGPT just like me. Anyone using ChatGPT? Navaneet? Yeah, Anwar, perfect. 2 hands. Harshita, very good. Harshita using ChatGPT. Very good. When you are doing homework, don't copy from ChatGPT, okay? Because I will know. Okay, but definitely ChatGPT is very good. Anyone, Jahnavi, Shofia, Navanita, Akila, Navanita is also using, very nice. Ishan, are you using? Anwar, yeah. Jahnavi, Akila, are you using ChatGPT? I think no.
No.
Okay, you are a good boys. You are a good girl, actually. Okay, right. So see here, see my screen. Create React JS code for for login screen. Okay, simple. See? See here, you are getting a code. Okay, so that's it. So it is getting the code. You don't, I mean, I'm just waiting for it to complete. That's it. So this is the code that you can use for writing a login screen. See how fast it is? It is giving CSS as well. Okay, as Srija you said CSS also. So it is giving CSS also. And one thing, guys, this is AI. So, okay, but now, is this AI giving the right answer? Are we getting the right code? Is what you have to test as AI tester. That's why, that is why I like AI testing. Okay, compared to this Playwright. Anyway, so coming back, see here, it is beautifully giving the code. So this code, so writing the code nowadays is easy. So people can just copy paste this in their thing and they will get the answer. Now, because of that, writing the code is very easy, guys. I'm telling, the point I'm trying to make is writing the code is very easy. So here, when you got a Visual Studio installation, it got a lot of plugins, including Playwright. So you have, if you want to install Visual Studio, you can easily get here their code and you can copy paste or you can write it by yourself. Okay, example, you got some login screen. So you somebody writing code and what you have to do, you need to test it. So you need to use Visual Studio. The another thing is you need to set up your Playwright. Okay, how do you set up a Playwright? Because as I said, it is Node.js. All the code that you write is the Node.js. So there is an option. I'll just close this. So here you can see here there is some installation we need to do. It's a small code. I will tell you in the classroom. But if you write some code, you will get your setup ready. Now you need to write some locators. So when you are doing any person automation world, the common point of any automation tool is locators. Locators, assertions, actions, and report. These are the very common point. Doesn't matter which automation tool you are using. You need to know how to find locators and also write assertions, which is the test cases, and actions, which is not doing something like login and upload image, buy an item, that kind of examples. Any actions that you are doing, you need to put in actions. Finally, you need to generate a report to HTML report for you to have a look. So in this Playwright also, how to do that, I will teach you. Okay. For an example, for your interest purpose, see my screen. What I will do, simply I installed a Playwright. When you install Playwright, there's some command line. It's very simple, guys. You just open your command line and do a couple of code. You will get, you can see what you are seeing. So mpx Playwright. Why it is Playwright? Because the command itself is Playwright. Okay. I'm really sorry. GHT. Okay. And then open. So now see here, when I just write an open command, I can see a beautiful interface. This is called Playwright. You can see here in my screen, you are seeing a Playwright inspector and a Playwright and a browser, which is nothing but Electron, which is Chrome's own browser. So what I will do source demo. See here, I'm actually, this is a record here. So you can even record and playback. So if you are very lazy of writing the code, go here, click on the record button, just like me. Recording got started. Type your URL that you want to test. Just to test something like this. See here, see my screen. Secret. It's very easy, guys. Okay. SAUCE. And I think my password is this one. I'm messing out. Sorry. Secret underscore SAUCE. Standard user. Okay. Standard underscore user. Okay. Login. And see here, example, add to cart, go to the cart, and check that your item is available in the cart. Okay. So you should have a remove button. I'll click on the remove button. That's it. See, one test is finished. Now go here in your test. You just go and either you can stop the recording. the recording is stopped. Okay, see here, you got a beautiful code. And now if you can copy paste, go back into Visual Studio Editor. Okay, so I'm just trying to see where I can paste it. I will paste it here. That's it. Okay, I just need to. Okay, that's it. So you save it here. See here, your code got generated. Very simple. Your test case got generated. Okay, I did some here and there, but that doesn't matter. I can go and run. Now what happens? My test recording is done. So what I will do now, I'll just stop it. Okay, now my playwright, you can't see a playwright here. Now go and run. Okay, so if I run it, it will actually run all the test cases. But for your purpose, I'm running everything. Okay, doesn't matter. Okay. 1 second. I'm just I will run this test cases. Okay. So what you have done? I'll run it. Okay, it's not run. Sorry. Test. Okay. Now what I'm trying to do. Example, this test is in the demo tests. So I'll just write the demo test. And what is this test? Playwright test dot. Is this the one? Yeah. Okay. So I will just go to the specific test. Okay. Tests, comma demo tests. Where are we? I'm really sorry, guys. Demo test, no tests. Demo tests. Hyphen tests. Playwright. Run it. Okay. See here. Now I can run that specific test which I just run. And now the test is finished. And see here, if I run this playwright report, the test will be executed. I can see the report. The test is finished in 3 different browsers. See here how much time I had spent. I spent hardly 5 minutes. Okay, now if you don't believe me, go back. Control C. Now run the same test in UI mode. See, now you can see a UI. It is nothing but playwright runner. And this is where my test is. This is the code which I just copy pasted. Let us go and run it. Okay, see here, now you will see the test is executed so fast. Okay, so because it is so fast, you can't see it. I'll run it again for you. Okay. See here, you can see here, it entered secret password. I did some mess up. It clicked on add to cart button and it went to checkout. So till remove the item, because if there's no item there, then you can't see a remove button. So I clicked on remove. That means that everything is working fine. So my end-to-end test is automated in 5 minutes. Okay, that's it. And if you want to see a screenshot, you can see the timeline. Here, you've got a timeline. You can see what happened within that millisecond. Okay, it's all recorded. Okay, and if you want to get any video recording and all, you can get. So that's it, guys. As simple as that. For this, yes, we need to know some basics of locators like data test and all these things, but it's not very difficult. Okay, so we'll teach you that. And test suites, test cases, utilities, page object model, very, very, very important, because as a part of automation test, you need to know what is page object model. So here in my code, there is one more. I don't want to show you this because this is complicated. There is also some page object model, which is called POM. So nowadays, people want to use page object model, which is nothing but a very next level. When you go to interviews, you have to talk about page object model because that gives a lot of value to your answers. So we also have page object model, which I don't want to teach right now, because through Playwright, you can implement page object model, which is very, very highest level of expectations for an automation tester. Finally, CI/CD pipeline. Why I'm showing everything in a command line? I can show in UI. I'm showing in the command line because the command line is nothing but you can use these commands like playwright test, and you can write the commands, and there is some configuration files you need to keep your tests. Okay, so we'll teach you how you can integrate that any CI/CD pipeline. It can be Azure, it can be AWS, doesn't matter, because we are a Node.js environment running that through some commands. What do? Your DevOps will ask you, give me some commands to run the automation tests. So you give a GitHub repository and give them some commands. That's it. 2 minutes. This is done. Finally, yes, if you want to use API Playwright for big projects like complete end-to-end projects, like example, I will show you the project that I worked in my past. Okay, Eurostar website. Okay, so guys, I have experience dealing with something like this. See here, I tested websites like Eurostar, and for this lot of complexity. Okay, what all we teach initial days will be simple, but we will give you a project something like this. Example, you want to test a end-to-end application like this, where somebody want to go to Olympics and come back to London. So there is a big trip. So this is end-to-end. For this, there are multiple APIs, because if you go to your network, you'll see that there'll be some APIs which they will be using. Obviously, I know that they're using this APIs. Example, you can see here, site.api.gateway. So there is a lot of APIs that is being used, but you need to test it. Okay, how do we test it and how to get everything? Example, if you want to, again, if you go here, inspect element, and then just do a refresh, see that there'll be a lot of APIs which is getting tested. Okay, see here. So this APIs. Okay, you can see here the header is API gateway, and you are trying to get some. Okay. So all this information that is through APIs. Okay, so also a Playwright test end-to-end testing front and back end, and what all we teach through through a proper projects. Okay, like UK based, you keep in your city and you can simply apply for jobs. Okay, guys, that's what we teach. I don't want to go in detail because it's a lot of coding. It's very complex. It's not as simple as AI testing, but I don't want to go in deep. But whatever I have shown now.
Hope you are able to see my screen, everyone. Okay. So we have the, as I told, we have the job placement support also. Through that, once the training is over or at the end of the training, we are also going to start with the job placement support, which is covered with the CV support and real-time project and interview support, technical tasks. As I told you, if you are getting some interview and they are assigned with the technical task, then this will be covered and done with any of our people. So whoever the coordinator or the technical person from our side, they will be helping you to complete the technical task. The training on the similar technology and the placement support. Okay, internal clients and then external clients also possible from our side, because we have the dedicated support for the placement. Okay, so at the end of the training, okay, not in the initial, once you are got trained and having the proper skills, then you will be moved towards this particular job placement support. Okay, even we have something like a normal one and a premium one also. Okay, so at the end of the training, we will explain about that, and then you will be placed under the job placement support. So initial training and then live project, and after that we are going to have the assessment, and then based on the assessment, we will be again considering whether the people are somehow okay to process further, and then they will be going towards the placement assistance. If any of the student is very dull and then they are not having proper skill, maybe we will keep some time against with the training or the live project, then they will be moved to the placement assistance.